welcome back to the channel everyone. This is Easy Gamer. How you all doing? I hope you all doing well. So today we jumping back into Conflict of Nations World War 3, and in part 2 of our tutorial we're going to work on the economics or the resources or finance management or whatever you want to call it. So basically we're going to look at these things up here, not these. We're going to look at these. I'm going to tell you what about them, where do they come from, and how to generate them as quick as possible. And then we're going to talk about the market, and then I'll explain to you what's going on here. Oh yes, and don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, dislike, comment, share after the video or before the video. It will be mighty appreciated. So your first one is supplies. In the card it shows you stock, production, consumption, units total. Units is what they are using per day. Now if you think about supplies, I would think about food, medicine, etc, things for them. So I'm using, out of the 4,300 a day I'm using 1,125. So it's not a bad, it's a nice balancing. I'm making some profit. Got a reserve at least a little bit, even though I don't show it, but I spend it. Then you get those by cities and provinces that show that on the map. I haven't seen a province yet, like over there. So that shows you, let's just take off this, then it shows you there. And there's another province over there that shows you. Okay, but my cities that are producing it is Gaborone, Durban, and Cape Town. You can go click on this city and it will tell you I'm producing 3,055 in Cape Town, and Durban I'm producing 500 because it's a smaller city, and at Gaborone I'm 457. So yeah, you can see how much you're producing. Sorry about that. Then your next one is components. Now when I think of components, I think of like mechanical components like wheel bearings, turrets, ammunition, yeah, that type of thing for your army and for your buildings and all of that. Basically, yeah, ready made products. Now it's the same stock, production, consumption. I'm not using anything per day. I'm producing 2,800 and I've got 1,700 in stock. It's my next worry I'm going to focus on. Fuel, this was a tricky one. I thought this would be quite important, but it looks like I'm not having much problems with it. It's maybe because my earlier tactic was to secure as much of this as possible. Components, you also get the same place in cities, on provinces that you captured, like East London's producing for me. They're producing 2,800 for me. Yeah, that's the only place that's producing at the moment for me. Yeah, it's only East London, and I think that's my problem. Yes, so I'll be working on that. Then fuel, same story, stock, production, consumption. Units, that's now fuel for your vehicles, etc. It's on oils and all of that. 475 total getting used today is 475. I'm producing 3.2, so I'm making a profit off of it. It's not bad. And same story, I've got a province here producing 538 fuel for me a day, and then I've got Port Elizabeth producing fuel for me, and then I conquered Madagascar because of the fuel over there. It's producing also for me fuel. So yeah, my early tactic was to try to get as much of that as possible because I thought that would be a game changer, but it doesn't look like it that much yet. The next one is electronics. Now that's like circuit boards, PC boards, etc. So same story, stock, production, consumption. I'm using 35 per day, total 35. I'm producing 1,000, almost 2,000 a day. So it's not going too bad. Same story, cities and provinces where you collect it, but I'm getting it now at Johannesburg, as some people would say. I'm getting 1.8 there per day. And in Francetown I am receiving 190s because I haven't built the town, I just took it over. So it's not going too bad on those. Then rare earth materials, you'd also presume it's like iron, steel, gold, that type of things that was needed for production of vehicles, buildings. Same story. I'm getting it now from this province, which is giving me 91 a day. And then I'm also getting it from Bloemfontein, which is giving me 1.4 a day. So let me just get where there's no noise. So yeah, and this province that I've just conquered, same story. Yeah, and then manpower is generated in your cities by recruitment officers. They generate you each, so I'm getting 368. Each city will be different, each province will be different. I'm getting 15. Same story, cities and provinces give to you. And then money, oh, I don't want to go in there yet. And then money is the same story. Okay, you see I'm got stock, production, consumption, units 490 per day, total 490. Production is 3,100, so I'm running a profit. Money, stock, same production, unit. This is paying cents one of salaries, and that is 1,740. Cities 2,100. That's their upkeeps and municipalities, blah blah blah. This is where tricky comes in. Agent salaries. Now, this is when you recruit spies. So we're not going to get into that. What I can say to everyone: don't be too much in a haste to do recruit agents, unless you got the finances and you're planning a big operation, because agents will cost you tens of thousands a day. They almost bankrupted me. Yeah, being very clever, still figuring out the tricks of the trade, but just do that on a need when you need to do it. Don't just go spy on a neighbor because you want to see what he's got. When you're planning something, then use agents. And then this is just premium stuff and that, but I will get into that at a later time. So yeah, that's basically it. To help you with your resources, like I said in the previous one, your arms industry, get them as high as possible. These places on the home provinces, your local industries, beef them up. I just captured, what's this place? I just captured this town now. Okay, cool. Yeah, I just wiped out the infantry that was there. So I'm busy advancing. Sorry about that. I just advancing. So yeah, beef up those things and secure as many like I did. I went around and I took out, like Gaborone was a computer player. I took it, I went and conquered it. The Falklands was a computer player. I conquered it. Was busy going for this, but now New Zealand jumped into the fray here. Looks like they're going to be a bit of a pain in my ass. They're spreading quickly. Let's get yeah, so conquer as many computer players as you can, as quick as you can, to beef up your resources. And yeah, that's basically, like, Madagascar was a computer player and Gaborone was also a computer player. So what happened in my game, if anyone watched the previous video and saw my place didn't look like this, was I was fighting in the Falklands. I sent my army down there to conquer that territory for the supplies, because it was one thing I was running very short on, because supplies are almost used for everything except for in aircraft manufacture. You use components there. And while my army was there, Namibia declared war on me, and the next day when I logged in, they had attacked down to Cape Town here, securing this whole area here, and I only had this army available, so I had to do some fancy maneuvering to recapture territory and call up reserve armies I had guarding my cities, combine them and send them in to recapture territory and push Namibia back. But they're ready to fall, their armies are destroyed. So yeah, things are turning out. I'm just destroying the last few remnants of their forces and then capturing the territories and the cities and then securing my borders, and hopefully it will be in a day or two, then that will be finished. So, oh yes, marketplace. Yeah, you've got office. I never use this screen. It's confusing. I don't use this screen either. It's confusing. I use this screen. This is okay. This is top sellers. I don't use this. This is all your resources. This is office, so you can click on components. Then you can see they buy, so you can sell to them. If you got spare resources, you can sell. Supplies. There we go. Selling. So in other words, they want you to sell to them. Over here saying buying, you can buy. You just got to read. Buying means you are buying how many units you want. Components, same story. You just got to look here. Buy. Sell resources. So you just look at that. And then here's my trade offers. If you can see, I sell rare earth at 9, fuel for, components for, I buy supplies at 8, and I buy components at 5. So it's easy. If you want to sell something, you put it on here, you put there, you type in the unit amount of units you want, how much you want to sell, and then you put your what you want to say. Let's say like 5.5, and it tells you already how much you're going to get for it, and then you just put add to sell offer, and it'll automatically fall there. Players will find you and buy. If you want to buy, you just put there, same story, click how much you're willing to pay, and players will find you and buy, and it will automatically come in and go out, etc. So how do I do to balance that? Well, I would take like this 280 and put it up now for sale, between 8 to 9 credits per unit. This 530 I would put up for sale. Components I would try at about 7 to 6 credits per unit. Fuel, I'll take that 728 and I'll put it on sale for 4. Then I would buy what I'm running short of. Like in my case, I would buy components for 5 credits per unit, and I would buy supplies because I'm running very low on these. I would buy those at, let's say, 9 credits. So I'm getting almost my fuel credits in back as profit. So that's how I do the balancing thing in this. So yeah, that's basically my take on this whole market story and finances on this thing. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys learned something. If you're interested in trying the game, go check it out. It's on stream. It's Conflict of Nations World War 3. It's very fun, slow paced game. You can take your time. So yeah, that's all I've got to say for this. Keep well, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.